we're here at Salvia Lane in Pleasantville, and as you can see behind me, work has begun really on preserving this row of houses here, which were being threatened by a landslide. The houses were threatening to slide into a ditch, and we were very, very much concerned about it. I even mentioned it in Parliament at one point, because I've met with residents. We've been working steadfastly with the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and finally work has begun here. So I'm very happy to say that we will be able to save these homes from this landslide here in Salvia Lane. I'd like to very much thank the Ministry of Local Government, I said Rural Development, and also the Councillor for the area, Robert Parris, who has worked tirelessly in ensuring that residents were well informed about what was being done, and to keep the fire burning in terms of the authorities understanding and realizing just how important this issue is.
How many homes?
There were 5 homes here on this road, and they were all being threatened by this landslide. You could see the land encroaching or sliding to one side. Every time it rained, I had a sleepless night worrying about this community. So I'm glad that this work has been done.
And how long has this been happening?
I would say several months. It has been happening for several months, but I'm glad that we caught it in time. The work has begun. I will let the engineers let you know exactly what kind of work is needed and what will be done, and exactly how long it will take for it to be done.
And do you have a cost?
Costing? No.
And you don't know?
How much is it that is being? About $2 million, we understand. That would have come from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development.
Can you tell us what type of heading, where does this money come from to prioritize the work like this? Ministry?
Rural development is an emergency situation, and of course there's always an allocation for emergencies, so that's proper budgeting, and this was one of those situations that we had to have alleviated, and we have started to do that job.
Who would have made the request? The corporation or yourself?
Well, the Councillor Robert Parris first, and then he would have reached out to the various agencies and to the MP for the community, and then we all would have worked together to ensure that it gets done properly.
Have you what's causing the landslide here? You have an idea?
It's just the topography of the land. We believe there's a lot of rainfall. Also, we believe there may be a natural spring in the community, which ensures that the land around this area here is constantly waterlogged. So we are working on really taking care of the issues, all of the issues in this community. I'll let the engineer have a chat.
We'd appreciate that.
Sorry.
Start by giving us your name and your portfolio.
Okay, my name is Ricky Pasa from Zorena's Maintenance. We came here yesterday and we grabbed out the land in the vicinity of where the wall has to be built so that the engineering works could be started, like the surveying, the topography survey and the borehole testing, and the engineer will get all his information to do the engineering, which all will happen within a month's time, and then the actual project will be kicking off to get it done.
How long do you expect a project like this to
Well,
take?
we total estimated about 3 months to get it done. Knowing the inclement weather and all
Extensive
that.
work to be done.
Yes. And you see the accessibility here is quite limited.
Is it just a retaining wall? Or is it?
It's just a retaining wall, and then we had a backfill from this property behind me here towards the wall.
What length is
The length of the wall is about 50 meters in length and 3 meters high.
When you have your portfolio, is it a company you're calling in? You're not with the ministry, you're with the contractor?
Yeah, with the contract.
Who's the contractor?
Zorena's Maintenance.
Can I speak to the homeowner?
Sir, are you willing?
Councillor, your name and your zone.
My name is Robert Parris. I'm the councillor for Pleasantville.
Where are you right now?
We're on Salvia Lane. We have a landslip that has affected a number of houses on the street, and we are here with the technical persons and the Member of Parliament who's been very instrumental in assisting in getting this job started, to more or less explain what is going on, the duration, and to bring some type of relief to the residents.
Councillor, how long have you been getting complaints from this community?
In relation to, okay, well, this is something that has progressed, right? And you would understand when you are in this type of portfolio, you'd have to lobby to many different agencies, and that is exactly what I would have done. We started to see some slippage here maybe a year ago, and so it progressed, especially with the weather. So the San Fernando City Corporation would have assisted how they could have assisted. Obviously, we have limits in terms of financial limits with the corporation, and therefore we had to seek assistance from outside of the corporation, right? So the Member of Parliament would have been instrumental in that, and also the line minister would have been very instrumental, and his worship the mayor, in trying to assist. So I was going everywhere on behalf of the residents to let them know that something would be done. Yeah?
All right.
When you're ready.
Can you give us your name?
Okay, the name is Ian Small, and I'm the resident and homeowner of 13 Salvia Lane in Pleasantville.
So tell us what has been happening with your home?
Okay, actually it started last May when the situation increased to what it is at present. If you look to the back of me, you see a concrete structure down there. That was my water tank, which was probably about 5 feet behind us, and that's where it is at present. At where you are standing right now, you are standing on a crack, so it shows the erosion and the damage that was being done to the properties. I would like to also, at this point in time, thank the MP, the councillor especially, because I know he had sleepless nights, because I made sure and kept him awake, because I had sleepless nights, high blood pressure, because at any minute the home could go down with it. Yeah.
Tell us how you feel now, knowing that work has actually started.
Oh, well, apparently this morning when I took the blood pressure reading, it was low. But I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I have on this mask, you can't see the smiles on my face, but I'm pleased because at least work is progressing, something is happening. Let's hope it happens before anything else, gets worse.
Right. Mrs. Moore, you spoke of the tank stand. Did anything else in the home damage at this point?
No, only there's some superficial cracks inside. But the tank stand and the tank that went its own way, I rebuilt this, and that and all is being threatened, as you will see.
And how long you lived here?
Well, for the past 12 years I've been here, but the home has been in the family for over 25 years.
Do you feel, I know, in terms of the sleepless nights, have you been feeling rumbling at night, hearing or feeling shifting?
No,
It has.
no, but it's evident when you get up next morning.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys.
72.
For who are accompanying us as well, there was a...
Give him the mic, he's talking. Give him the mic.
Right, so the Member of Parliament, sorry. But the Member of Parliament is meeting with the residents, and go ahead.
Yeah. We're going to, we don't have a camera, are we?
No, I just
We're going to meet with the fire victims.
Yeah.
Could I just interview you about that? Because you would have gone there already, so I could just
Sure.
interview and include it.
Sure.
You all offering help, you just were just testing it.
You want me to say what has been done thus far?
You go first.
I mean, I'll go first.
Yes, I
Okay.
just want to know.
Go first and see what happens.
all right. So let me see what has been happening.
Use the mic.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking
Right.
what you're going to do in
Just
your
Wait,
then let me
all right,
just
so
say
we
this
go-
one time.
Oh, you tape them?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I
didn't
would
know.
just include it tonight.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case we could add it.
So we know that there was a fire last Monday, and it is perhaps one of the more vulnerable families within our community. Thus far, we have offered assistance through Habitat for Humanity. We assessed the home last Friday. The Deputy Mayor and myself would have gone, and what we've asked His Worship the Mayor through our Physical Infrastructure Committee tomorrow is we're going to ask the engineers to come and take a look and see if the structure itself is sound. If it isn't, obviously we're going to step in with the permission of the residents and knock down the structure, at least to get this thing started. So, you know, Habitat for Humanity gives this type of assistance to persons with circumstances like what's happening there. And we've offered foodstuff, right? And through the constituency and through the office of the mayor, we gave some vouchers. And well, we're just going today to offer more assistance because, again, this family is a very vulnerable, socially vulnerable family, and we're going to offer as much assistance as we can to assist them. Right?
You want to say?
Sure.
Sasha? Yes, good morning. We're going to be speaking with the residents today from the fire that occurred last week. We have our systems in place and they would have already been receiving assistance from the HTC and other agencies within the constituency and nationally to assist them. Habitat for Humanity, as the council had mentioned earlier. I'm just really going to speak with the residents to offer any support that I can and to also see what other needs can be met by the constituency office or by other agencies available in Trinidad and Tobago. There's social welfare, social development, other things that they can access for assistance. So that's where the MP comes in to really connect the constituents to many of these services. I'm going to ensure that their needs are being met, and those that aren't being met, we're going to work on taking care of those.
Have you said the HTC is also assisting? Are they getting that 3-month rental or something at this point?
Well, there's emergency housing available for situations like this one. That is up to the HTC. They will decide exactly which type of benefit they are eligible for.
Yeah. Has the family had any prior discussions as to what they would like, prefer?
When you say prior discussions?
Yeah, before today, have they had?
Yes, as soon as the incident occurred, we would have accessed various government agencies for assistance, including the HTC. So they're well aware, they've been well informed by now exactly what kind of services are available to them.
Okay.
We're ensuring that, one, that their needs are being met, and if there's anything that's not happening that can benefit them, we will step in and take care of it.
And if I could just ask you one quick thing before we continue, just as in your other role.
Not right now. We're talking about the fire victims and also Salvia Lane at this
All
point.
right, no problem. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. That's it.
No, on the edge. What?
More? You scared here?
Really?
Yeah. This seems to be the safest.
Because in the next house across there, the resident she hears the dirt falling, you know. So we kind of in a dangerous spot.
Can you point to the retaining wall that's broken now? No? And all the way to the side now? Thank you.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much.
Be careful, please.
Yeah. Sir, I have to leave now. Okay? We have other constituents to take.
Yeah, no problem. You go ahead.
Oh boy. He's doing his work. Oi. Very good, as usual.
That is my boy. Yeah, he helped us to get the money for me. And then I told mommy, feeling I was saying, was not going to put on my husband to talk. And it took my husband money to go and pay. And after that, to pay him back. One less, right. I was talking with my daughter the other, I thought next was my daughter. So I
It's just nice. I guess I don't think Let me know when you're ready. Yeah? Can you just start by giving us your name and your address here?
Okay, my name is Carol Collins. I live at number 15 Salvia Lane, Pleasantville.
What's taking place behind your home?
Well, the landslide behind our home, the project has now started yesterday, and we're hoping that it will, speed up a little faster.
So, I mean, tell me what it's been like living with this landslip.
I can't tell you. I really cannot tell. It has been very uncomfortable. I had very much sleepless nights because of the landslide and the destruction on the home. It has not been easy.
What kind of damage have you been seeing?
Cracks inside of the house, the bedrooms, my joint room, and the shop also. And onto the back of the house, the land has been separated from the house. So it has not been easy at all.
And you're seeing that the project is about to start. What's that feeling like for you and your family?
I can't say until it's complete. I really can't say.
How many people live in this home?
My mom and myself.
How old is your mom?
She's 84. She was 84 Saturday.
Y'all have been enduring this situation for how long has this been going on?
This year is more than 3 years. And for the last 2 years was the worst.
Yeah? Thanks so much, Ms. Collins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The other one? Oh, sorry, that's not you. All right, guys. Thank you.
Monday was like,
It was Monday.
Monday.
Last Monday.
Last Monday, right? The 8th. Around 9:30, I went inside. Went straight to the kitchen, start washing up the dishes. Women. Start washing up the dishes. Washing all the dishes around between 9:30 and 10 to 10. That is when 10 to 10 directly is when like my children's father was here and he was like something burning. So I was like, I'm not cooking anything. So he said, well, I smelling smoke. But my daughter was in front of my face and well, my son was on the couch with the phone back turned. And well, when the dad pushed the door, because the fire started from their room.
Okay.
And when he pushed the door, flames.
Wow.
Like burning flames. We being so like nothing, like at least a piece of thing we could, try to out it. It's like just like fire.
Just had to run out the house.
Run, I get fried.
Yes.
So I run through the side and I came out and well, it had 2 neighbors was on the here at the moment still. Because my door, everything was still open. I didn't lock up the house. We was up. And well, my children's father run out and say, well, we need some help, fire. Right, fire. And give me fire. I in the kitchen,
Yes.
Fire and I lean, give me now, what? Fire and I just start, like I go on back. Run over, call mommy, fire. She was like, she wasn't, because she was asleep in her room, right? She was like, I said, shake her, mom, fire. And there's when she like get up and we run through. And that's how we come out from on this side at the house and we came out. And then when all the neighbors them just start coming out here.
Tell us again, which agencies have been assisting you so far?
Well, the ODPM and well people from the councillor assist. And well, like, one or two
Social development. Habitat for Humanities contacted you as well.
Yeah, them contacted
And
me
we're also
as well.
going to work with HTC to see if you're eligible for the emergency unit at this point in time.
Okay,
So we are going to help, or like I said, through the constituency office. We are going to try to raise some items to see what we can do to contribute to you getting back on your feet.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate everything.
All right, so all the best, and keep in touch with Councillor Parris.
Okay.
We will do everything we can to help.
Okay, I appreciate everything, and thanks to Mr. Parris and all the people in my community for helping us and still sticking with us until with this journey here.
Wonderful. I appreciate your positive attitude.
Okay, thanks
Under
very
any
much.
circumstances.
Yes.
So,
All right.
thanks for everybody coming to reach out to me.
You're very welcome.
So before you go, what's your location here and where are you these days?
Well, right, this location is 14 Coconut Boulevard, and well, I'm not at a steady location right now. I just, one night I sleep by one, and next night I will sleep back. So I'm not at a steady location right now.
There is hope.
Yeah, well, I have hopes. And thank God I have family who are helping me as well, right?
Amen.
By the way, what was Salvia from the wreck?
Huh?
What was kept? What was saved from it? Or everything was...
Yeah, every single thing. I know. Well, I don't
They
get
got
back.
the whole place out here.
Yeah,
Oh, right, oh,
every
okay,
single
yeah,
thing.
okay.
Must see 2 pencils from how much children had in that.
All the
Then
clothes, everything.
every single thing.
You will see if we can
want-
help you with some back to school supplies.
Well, I guess it, I get assistance as well from people contacting me to help and all to buy
Amen.
some school stuff and thing, and I still I appreciate everything where everybody
That is good news. Glad to hear.
because I already had buy all the school stuff
Yes, go
and
on.
well, it's
All right. Continue to keep in touch, of course, with the councillor and the MP's office. We're going to do everything we can to assist.
yeah, I appreciate everything.
Thank
for
you
coming
very much.
and reaching out. And if you would like to help, you can still come and take a little look for
I want to tour the place when it burns down. When we fix it up nice, I'll come back.
Okay, that's okay, sir. That's okay. Thanks
Good.
very much.
All right, guys.
I'll take the tour. I'll follow
Okay,
you.
no problem.
Give her. Give her.
You want to make a follow?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to head out, right? Because I have
Give her.
another
Give her the
event.
mic.
Can I give it to you?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care. All right.
This is how we look after we check out everything.
So how far you get? Oh, you can walk straight
Yeah,
in.
you
Nothing
could
falling from on top.
No, well, not so far.
Alright, that's a good answer.
Not so far. So you can.
Let me just...
Wow.
And it started from which room?
The living room and children's room.
I walk through to means everything.
Erica, you live in here?
Huh?
You live in here?
This is my house. My people.
Oh boy. The thing that you are councillor.
Yes, more like.
Keep talking.
Well, this is the kitchen area here.
Or what used to be.
Well, it used to be the kitchen area here. And well, this was one of my brother's room, where him and his son used to stay as well.
Shall I just wait?
Going on, going.
I just wanted to tell the story when she come here about the start.
Alright, okay.
And well, we was adding on a bathroom, another bathroom. So it's my brother's room, and we was adding on a bathroom.
Okay. Go ahead. Slowly.
This is where the fire had started. Children's room.
This is where it started.
Yeah.
So the children were playing with something in front
No.
of her?
They were out. They were out with. Well, I was
They
in.
go to the corner.
Yeah. They were out in the living room at the moment when the fire was here, and the door was just tilted a little bit. And well, by the time we push it, it's like pure everything, flames, like burning flames.
So the double decker burned down?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, go ahead. When this happened, you said?
On Monday, last week. Well, Monday the 8th, I think.
Date of what?
August.
August.
August, last Monday.
Okay, next one.
And well, this is the living room area.
Oh, what used to be?
Well, used to be the living room area. And well, this was my room.
So after doing this, this room. It came to this room.
Well, yeah,
So it went
and
to
we
the
had
ceiling.
ceiling, we had like wooden ceiling, so that is why it must end up, you know, and on top, right there, it wasn't straight up because, well, you notice there's concrete to the top, so we just end up blocking it up straight up to the roof with wood. So the wood happened to burn the ceiling, well, everything.
Fire going up the ceiling.
Yeah, everything.
But this is your room.
Yeah, this was my room.
This is what is left.
Okay, anywhere else?
No.
That's it then?
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you.
Not too big to reach on the front street and it was in the wrong location. So, you know, and you don't already reach over. So, by the time they're here, they don't already go meet them to spray that. Yeah.
To protect that.
To protect, yeah.
Yeah.
Your next question that we're going to have with, I said I would like guys at some point.